Police were at your establishment investigating.
The police go to my store. He just tell me he's come here to protect me, not for sex, not for sex.
Do people have sex in your establishment?
No.
What stands out right now is the canal. That median right there, that is the canal. You could see it is at capacity, even debris making its way down there, floating through. Nowhere for this water to go here anytime soon. Emergency responders on the scene to assist those who have gotten stuck here. Take a look at this. This is what we're dealing with. This whole area is completely flooded from here all the way down to Canutillo. So the road here along Donovan is completely shut down, beginning at Frontera as you're making your way down towards Mesa. That's where a second shooting happened. Now, after the shooting in Deming, New Mexico, that suspect led police down a chase down I-10 to where we stand right now. I want to get out of the way here so you can take a look exactly at this scene. You can see it is a multi-agency response. 7 families lost everything they own. Their homes burnt down to the ground. Making things worse, though, is the loss of life. Take a look right here. It's the remnants of a dog paw print. It's feared that around 30 pets lost their lives in this horrific fire. I'm JC Navarrete. We do begin ABC 7 at 5 weekend with breaking news from the ABC 7 Alert Center. Police have identified the man killed in yesterday's deadly wreck in central El Paso. Take a look at your screen. Now, that crash was reported along Copia and Yandel. We learned about it right around 3:30 yesterday afternoon. It's become a family business here in Van Horn. Well, Dad Vance runs the Napa Auto store. His daughter runs the hotel that houses Blue Origin just a few feet down the road. My photographer is standing on a flat roof. I'm standing on a slanted roof with shingles. So which one's better? Take a look around me. You'll see I am in the stormwater drain canal in northeast El Paso. It's about 4 feet tall. Purposely evading arrest. The fact that these migrants are not asylum seekers makes it an even more dangerous arrest for Border Patrol agents. One person was shot overnight outside an East El Paso bar. Now, police say the shooting happened outside the El Paso Draft House on George Dieter. Police say a 26-year-old man was shot. Their injuries, though, unknown at this time because they drove themselves to the hospital. The risk with these types of scams is that this check will inevitably bounce, leaving you with a $1,500 bill instead of that promised $300 commission. I'm standing right in front of a levee here that's supposed to be taking care of this water. But the problem is it's full. If we can pop up that live shot, it'd be great. We do want to just let you know what they're doing right now. The tactical team, they are out there right now. And again, it is in progress. They're utilizing an aerial ladder with the West Valley Fire Department. There's a bucket in it. It's a lot more stable. That's what the fire chief tells me. And they harness the victims before they bring them down. Like Doppler Dave was saying, there were parts of the day where it just came down in buckets. Canutillo was one of them. You'll see where I'm standing right now. It is underwater and it is about my ankle. But the closer I walk here towards this pole, you'll see it does get a little bit deeper, making its way. I don't want to fall in the hole, but you'll see it does make its way now towards my calf. This door is wide open, and it was wide open when we made our way through. This lock does not work. Also, when we made our way through, we saw there were no signs, no trespassing signs, really nothing that would deter someone from making their way inside. This mound of dirt that I'm standing on paints a clear picture of exactly what's going on here. Take a look at this. This shows just how much debris and mud has been accumulated. 2 Border Patrol agents were responding to a possible border crossing. When those agents approached a group, one of them pulled out a gun and fired at one of those agents. How and why this happened, a train derailment in Radium Springs, New Mexico. A look at that scene coming up next. No way around it. It's been a very, very tense day here in El Paso from the start of the rally at Memorial Park. We've got a tape measure out here that is stretched out over 18 feet. To put that into perspective, a city sidewalk is roughly 5 feet. Eric, Stephanie, good evening. A lot of change in the past 24 hours for both of these properties. First of all, we didn't see any of these signs that say no trespassing. They're up now here by the city of El Paso. Another thing, these boards, there is essentially nothing here that would deter anyone from going in. When we were here yesterday, we made our way in through the back. Here's what we saw with their cameras rolling. TxDOT crews working around the clock to reopen the southbound lanes of US 54 near Dyer after torrential rain left this area a river, leaving this portion of the freeway impassable. Monsoon rain turning roads into rivers, making your commute impassable, leaving many of you stuck waiting for the rain to pass.
It started raining, and after 30 minutes I was leaving, and I couldn't leave because it was too much water, so I decided to stay.
US 54, closed by sheriff officials as crews work to unclog a drain. Gateway North not doing any better. A car clearly stranded in the area. Take a drive a mile down the road, and you'll see a geyser along Howard and Apollo, gushing more than 10 feet in the air as storm drains were overwhelmed by the downpour. The weather problems were not exclusive for US 54 and Gateway. Here along Diana, you'll see this road basically completely underwater. Now, really, what stands out right now is the canal. That median right there, that is the canal. You could see it is at capacity, even debris making its way down there, floating through. Nowhere for this water to go here anytime soon. Emergency responders on the scene to assist those who have gotten stuck here.
4 years, it was something like that on Vulcan, on that canal, on that little bridge. A lady died there. See? So it was not those rail guards on that side, they were not there. So thank God the city came and put those guards, and that's why you don't see no cars inside that dish.
That last soundbite from that man you just heard, really putting things into perspective about how dangerous things can get when it rains that quickly at one time. So of course, it's always a good reminder to turn around, but don't drown when you see a body of water on the roadway. Reporting in Northeast El Paso, JC Navarrete, ABC 7.
Investigator with the county attorney's office?
I'm here to serve for some paperwork, okay?
Okay, he's uneasy.
Okay, do you have a customer here? Okay, we need to go inside, okay?
Okay.
Is anybody here?
You're getting a first-hand look at what investigators believe is an illegal massage parlor in East El Paso. Back in early October, the county attorney's office allowed me to tag along as they serve this woman with a temporary court order to shut down this business. They use an interpreter over the phone.
I need her to wait where she is because we're in the middle of an inspection on her business.
喂，他怎么说？
不好意思，您这边他说您不能走开。
Investigators asked us to blur her face and exclude her name because they believe she's a victim of sex trafficking.
Can you ask her where she is living right now?
你回答问题，现在你住在哪里？请回答问题，没有问题其他的。
我就住在这里。
I live in the shop.
The county attorney's office nuisance abatement team, which investigates illicit businesses as well as human trafficking and prostitution, led this investigation for the last 18 months. It says the establishment allowed massage therapists to dress in a sexually provocative manner. And, quote, the establishment advertises on websites commonly used to offer sex services using phrases in advertising that lead a reasonable person to believe sex is offered for compensation. ABC 7 was here for about 2 hours. We were not allowed inside the rooms while investigators cleared them. A customer was waiting for a massage inside one of those rooms when investigators first arrived.
Yeah, they charged me $40 for half an hour. $40 for half an hour? You said you can catch? Yeah. Just $40? $40. When can I give you your money back? It's something that we all do. It's if you want to talk to her, that's fine. Well, right now, the lady's being served with some paperwork to close the establishment down. Okay.
The record of the raid shows what investigators say are signs of illegal spas.
Some of the massage rooms are used as a little bedroom.
Amy Monsivais is a trial team chief for the criminal unit with the county attorney's office.
You can see that clothes are kept in there, shoes are under the bed. We found luggage inside of the rooms.
I saw firsthand what Monsivais was talking about, a refrigerator stocked with food, a pantry with spices and lettuce sitting out ready to chop. Not something she says you'd normally see at a legitimate massage business. Monsivais tells me the victims often sleep in the same massage beds where they're forced to perform sex acts. Investigators scour the dark web where sites like Rub Maps review sex spas, their workers, rated based on their bodies, sexual services, and fees. This snapshot, taken just this month, reveals there are more than 60 illegal massage parlors in El Paso. So while the county attorney looks for violations like operating without a license, and masseuses living inside the parlors to shut them down, the Department of Public Safety launches a criminal investigation into prostitution. If they suspect international human trafficking, federal agents get involved. This year, the DPS says it searched 13 suspected illegal massage parlors, including this one on Mesa Street in West El Paso. A day after the raid, I spoke to the owner. Police were at your establishment investigating.
The police go to my store. He just tell me he's come here to protect me, not for sex. Not for sex.
Do people have sex in your establishment?
No, we don't do that. We just only massage. We only massage here.
So how do women end up trapped in this trade, and who brings them to the borderland? Rochelle Cahan is with Collective Liberty, a national nonprofit that helps victims of human trafficking. She tells me these women are often recruited from Asia and sold a false reality of the American dream.
If they didn't have immigration status, you can't get most jobs, right? So they went through their network, their community, and that's how they ended up here. And that's often also how they end up traveling, they think overnight to maybe another part of New York, but ending up in Chicago, Oklahoma, Indiana, and not even realizing what state they're in.
The owner of Health Massage in East El Paso told investigators she had been in Oklahoma and most recently in Las Cruces before ending up here in El Paso. Cahan tells me vulnerable women end up stranded in unknown places, isolated by language, and in the end, charged with prostitution.
We really need to be thinking about what's the end game here? Do we care more about prostitution than trafficking? And if so, maybe we really need to reconsider sort of like what our priorities are in terms of what's the worst crime.
JC Navarrete, ABC 7.